as the Warriors go up against the New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans is one of the teams right now playing very consistently. They must be satisfied with the way things have gone for them over the first few months. They've played games. One of the great shooters of all time, maybe the greatest. Kenny, where does he stand among all-time great players, period?
Wow, all-time players. Now, that's
all-time great players, period.
Well, he's starting to get in the discussion because of the multiple MVP things and the championships. Because the greatest players in the world, not only have they won awards, but they've won multiple championships. So he's moving into that category right now.
To add on to what Kenny is saying, it's about something you can hear and something you can wear.
What's that?
Rings, baby.
Ooh.
Rings.
You can hear them. 2
rings won't get it. 3, maybe. 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
I just can't add anything to that. Oh.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Go get him, man.
Pelicans come into a Western Conference contest in this game. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge. Now it's headed down to David Aldridge, standing by.
Well, Steph Curry is the 2-time league MVP, and Steve Kerr says he's maybe the most impactful offensive player ever. He puts fear into defenses like no one I've ever seen. No one's been able to shoot off the dribble from 35 feet. It changes the entire game. Kevin?
A game changer indeed, DA. Thank you. Draymond Green, everything he brings to the table, his defense, his charisma, his offensive game, a great passing game. Is there a player you compare him to?
Well, I have a soft spot for Draymond because we did the courtside show for HBO, the behind-the-scenes finals thing.
Yes.
And he had some of the most unbelievable stuff that we couldn't keep in the show.
No kidding.
Draymond is one of a kind because he's basically a center, but the only other center who's really succeeded at his size was Wes Unseld a million years ago. He's a stretch 5 who doesn't really shoot threes that well, but tends to make them when he absolutely has to.
But Steve does not want him taking threes.
No.
Not at all.
But when he actually takes them in a big spot, a lot of times they go in.
No. Okay,
yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
I think he brings all their alpha. I don't think Durant and Curry are the traditional alphas, and I think he's kind of the bulldog.
And you need that on a good team, don't you?
And the best thing with him is when he's playing well, they're unstoppable. When he has it, and there's nights, I thought during the 25-game winning streak to start the 16 season, I thought he was incredible. And the intensity that he played with every night was really inspiring.
Triple doubles and
oh my God,
every category.
Taking on crowds and just, I just love that guy.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. Holiday out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's AI in at the 3 slot. Curry against Beverly. Curry kicks to Thompson. Over Holiday. Durant wide open. He fires. A 3 off the mark. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New Orleans. Pass to Holiday. Stolen by Thompson. The pass to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
That's a great pass from Draymond Green. Just understands where his guys are going to be.
And Beverly kicks to Holiday. Curry against Beverly. Back to Holiday. Here's Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
Pass to Durant. Bill, we know in your writing that you love to incorporate pop culture references. How did that begin with you?
Well, it began because in college I was dropping them in columns and people were responding. I think pop culture probably mattered more when I was in college in the 80s and 90s because, we didn't have the internet back then. It was harder to connect with people you didn't know. Basically, you had sports and pop culture and politics. Those were the three ways of I'm getting to know you. What are the three things we're going to talk about? I didn't want to talk about politics with anybody, so the other two things for me were sports, pop culture. I was also an only child in the 70s with only 5 or 6 TV channels watching Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, Sanford and Son, Jeffersons, Good Times, all that stuff. And, that stuff just soaks into your DNA, and that's it.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Passes it to AI. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the Warriors. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
I think for New Orleans, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Here's Curry. 26 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there. Good presence there. Already in his shooting motion, he spotted the open man and made the unselfish play.
Holiday looking for an opening. He kicks to AI. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. AI's got 6.
You're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Durant. And good. That thing was that time as it falls. He's got 6.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
And here we are, the Warriors' final season in Oakland. Bill, they'll be moving to a brand new arena across the bay in San Francisco.
Yeah, bittersweet. I'm excited that there's an arena downtown. And, the Oakland-San Francisco thing was always weird to go to Warriors games, drop in, figure out where to stay, all that stuff. On the other hand, I thought they had the best crowd of anybody for years and years there. Just like very blue-collar, old-school fans that have been coming for years.
Stuck with them even in the lean times.
Yeah, the lean times were every year.
Right.
They had no year other than lean times. And now that the team got good the last 6 years, you could feel the audience changing a little. And now it's changing a lot. I just miss the Oakland fan base, and I hope, once we expand to 60 teams or 70 or wherever we're going, I'd like to see Oakland get one of the 70 teams.
Well said. And finished off by Davis.
Terrific flush from Anthony Davis there. When he's given room to fly like that, he's going to take off.
Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to Denver. Outside Curry. Out to the right wing. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Inside, here's Randall. Green with the block.
You can see Draymond Green so fired up every time he has a chance to impact the game defensively.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for New Orleans. They trail by 1. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the 3 ball the way they did.
I just like their confidence. Even when they did miss, it felt like that's the shot they were designing to get, so it never seemed to faze them.
Free throws good from Randall. The Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Down low, it's tipped. Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, I'd be a little more cautious when you guard a great free throw shooter like Klay Thompson. He'll hit the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Thompson. And before the ownership change in 2010, the Warriors franchise really staggered.
Yeah, they staggered to the point that in 2012, I wrote a long column for Grantland about, it was like the 60 reasons you can't play in the Warriors. Fans were booing their owner on Chris Mullin night. And I went through their whole history since they won the title in '74 of just all the horrible things that happened to them, all the dumb moves they made, all the dumb trades, all the things they never should have done. It was extensive. And after things flipped around, people mail me that article all the time. Like, can you believe it? We've won 3 titles in the last 4 years. You just wrote this. It feels like yesterday. And it was. It's one of the most amazing turnarounds of any franchise I can remember.
I'm assuming you're a fan of the front office.
Yeah, very, very smart. But, you know, the pieces were there. When they bought the team, everyone thought they overpaid. And not to toot my own horn because I've been wrong a million times, but I was one of the only people who didn't think they overpaid. I just felt like that market was awesome. I loved their fans. It was in the heart of Silicon Valley. It made sense that they should be a juggernaut, you know, and they had never really had good ownership. And as we learn over and over every year at the Knicks, like, owners matter. They just do.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Klay Thompson. New Orleans also making some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Randall, and it's Peyton in for Patrick Beverly. To halt the run, and AI throws it down.
Well, you know, Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
Warriors leading by 4. Murray finds Durant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got 11.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Pelicans trail by 6. Outside Holiday. He dishes it to AI. Trying to get open, it's Davis. AI with the bucket. 10 points for him.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
You know, you look at the roster of the Golden State Warriors, in terms of talent level, Bill, where do you think they rank all time? Because they've put now 3 championships together in 4 seasons.
Yeah, it's a tough question because, you know, the Russell Celtics in the 60s, I think had the most talent, but you only also had like 8, 9, 10 teams in the league during those years. But they had teams where there was like 7 or 8 Hall of Famers. The Warriors weren't deep like that. But for what they've done in this era, I think to have, you know, 2 transcending guys in the same team combined with 2 other guys who are in the top 20. So you have that. And then you have Curry, Thompson, and Durant, I think are probably 3 of maybe the best 8 shooters ever, or 9 shooters, whatever. So you have that over
Big
there.
statement, yes.
And then to do this in a 30-team league is basically impossible. So if you're comparing them like the 80s Celtics and the 80s Lakers, those teams probably had similar talent, but it was also a smaller league. And if you had a 30-team league in 1985, Kevin McHale's not on the Celtics. He's probably on one of the expansion teams.
Starting 4 All-Stars, the Warriors team.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure we see this again.
I agree. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Durant deciding where to go with it. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another 3 for Golden State.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these 2 teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
Here's Peyton. The teardrop falls in. Peyton's got 5.
and they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Iguodala. Now here's Curry. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. It's Iguodala with the drive. Plumlee with some nice D.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Bill Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, WNBA, the G League. Pretty powerful comment to make.
And I hope he's right, because I want to be the lead color guy. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin Harlan?
Are you kidding me?
Let's do that. Cut me the check. As Rasheed Wallace would say, CTC. Cut the check.
Bill Simmons is here.
I'm ready.
AI outside, kicks to Plumlee. Dishes it to Clark. To the paint. Here's AI. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
The pass to Urepko. Back to Curry. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The baseline jumper goes down. 5 points in the game.
A dynamic offensive player who just makes this machine go, the straw that stirs the drink. And Steph from the mid-range that time.
Payton with the ball. Working on Urepko. The Warriors trailing. Pass to Curry. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Diallo.
He just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
Here's Plumlee, and it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 6th rebound on the night. Curry against Payton. To the middle. Here's Iguodala, and Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Yeah, that's just working for the better shot. We always talk about in the NBA, good to great, great possession there.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He put together Kevin Durant, his teammates, and about the Warriors roster, the envy of every team in the league.
I like our depth. I like that we could play.
You know, Greg, KD has a lot of help. Some changes for Golden State. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Damian Jones. Green comes in for Urepko. And it's Thompson in for Andre Iguodala. So the Pelican 5 right now. Down Patrick Beverly out there with Holiday. And it's AI in at the small forward. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Clippers was tremendous. He had 70 points and was very efficient on offense. He picked his spots on when to keep the ball moving or to shoot. Very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks for checking in, DA. He was phenomenal for them in that game. It was fun to watch.
And not just fun for us, but it had to be fun for him as well. Everything was working, and he just seemed to enjoy and embrace every minute of it.
And I love having fun, but fun comes at a cost, and that cost is work and effort. So let's not get too far away from that tonight. He was a workhorse in this one.
Here's Green. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
Yeah, we know he's undersized for the position, but Draymond Green does the work of several men, including how he forces the D that time to foul.
And he sinks the second.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Pass to Davis. Nice D from Cousins.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Bill, a top advisor for the U.S. High School Athletics and Activities Division, recommended that schools adopt esports programs. What's your take on that?
I'm all in. It's probably my son's only chance to go to college, so I really hope it happens. Now, listen, the world changes every decade, and you got to change with it. And the reality is, esports is one of the biggest things we have now. And if you're under 15, you're way more likely to play video games and be good at that than you are to do anything else. So why wouldn't we be able to benefit from that? The whole esports in general, just the audiences they're getting, and as a spectator event, that's been building. So why wouldn't that work for college?
Beverly, the pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, it felt like they were teenagers during the summer. Low levels of activity allows too many good looks. Just not their night.
Thinking about how much sports video gaming has changed over the decades, Bill. Can you imagine a 13, 14-year-old Bill Simmons with the 2K product? You would just be all over that, wouldn't you?
You have no idea, Kevin Harlan. I was there for every step of the video game revolution. I had an Intellivision and an Atari. I had Nintendo. I had Super Nintendo. I had all three of the first PlayStations.
You played them all the time.
I played entire Madden seasons on the treadmill when I was like in my early 30s. Try playing any video game on the treadmill. Try it, and try not falling off. It's impossible. I've been there every step of the way. I'm pro esports. Basketball, I'm jealous of the people who can play 2K well, because there's just, that sound like an old guy, but so many buttons and so many things to remember. I'm always so impressed when people just remember all the combinations and stuff. I'm jealous.
Like your son does.
My son
plays
could do it.
I know
but I could have done it. I know you could have. I want to take 1984 me out of a time machine and just give me this game. I would have unleashed.
Yeah, but 13-year-old Bill Simmons would like what 40-year-old Bill Simmons is.
13-year-old Bill Simmons would be amazed that 48-year-old Bill Simmons was getting paid to do anything. He'd really be excited about that. Just that he wasn't living at home. We would have been fired up.
Bill, you've watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved, and to a really pleasing way for fans. Like just what Steve Nash was doing in the last decade and those Suns teams, everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using Instagram, and we just feel like we know these guys better. And their ability to control their own message now versus where they were 10 years ago. It all started with the decision in LeBron James, and it's carried through this whole decade. And these guys now, they can get whatever message out they want. They can criticize the president. They can criticize their own team. They can ask for a trade. If they get called out by some writer or somebody writes a hit piece, they can go back at the guy and sick all their fans on the writer.
The Warriors making a switch here. Looney's checked in. Going back to our topic from a moment ago, Bill, you mentioned the interaction between players and social media and how that's become a new facet, a skill we're seeing daily from players.
There's just way more accountability now, and I'm really impressed by how polished the guys are that come in the league now. I think the LeBron generation, LeBron, Wade, Chris Bosh, some of those guys from the last generation that came up and became vets and really knew how, Paul Pierce, knew how to handle their business. Now these new guys come in, they're 19, 20 years old, and they act like they're 30. I'm sure you see it at the games.
Shocking.
Whereas in the 90s, it was a free-for-all. And you had these guys who, if you gave them a live mic, you were terrified. And now these guys are 19 years old, giving, like, long interviews to reporters. It's like, how are you doing this?
Tatum in particular is very
Tatum's already good at being a bad interviewer. Like, he doesn't say anything. He knows how to dodge any question. It's like, you're 19. How do you know how to do this?
Unbelievable. Always full of terrific insights. Bill Simmons, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. My insights, thank you as well.
And Brent, always cool, isn't it, to hear what Bill's thinking? He comes at things from a variety of angles.
Yeah, the pop culture stuff and the bits from personal life and his interaction around the game. He certainly has a passion for basketball, and it's great that Bill's adding some color to the audience's experience.
Randall with the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Beverly against Kerr. There's 14 seconds left here in the second. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
I mean, it's no way. It is just a sliver of daylight, and there's 3 more.
And so, okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you do that without creating too much contact?
Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. There are a lot of guys that can just blow right by you. They turn on the jets, and they're as quick as a hiccup. And there are some guys with that quick first step that are a blur.
I love watching Damian Lillard in Portland when it is that he has one of those, most of the games he has it going, but one of those games where he's really got it going, and the way that he can get around a pick and get into the hoop. Damian Lillard, explosive. Put Kyrie Irving, put John Wall's blazing speed on that list. And sometimes Goran Dragic, the way he weasels into a lane, and I mean that in a good way, finishing off.
No, I like that word. That's a good word.
He's fantastic. So we have tremendous explosive point guards who get the job done.
They double team Curry. Thompson outside, inside. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. It's good.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Warriors have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Curry kicks to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 8th assist here tonight. Pelicans trail by 3. Outside Holiday. To the paint. Shoots inside. And it's AI with the bucket inside. AI's got 34.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Curry with the 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Randall's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, if they had an edge at halftime, they might have lost it. Beginning this half, 1 of 5.
They get the rebound. Davis, that one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. His 3-pointers off the mark. New Orleans with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, the Warriors returning to San Francisco next season after 48 years in Oakland. That new arena in Mission Bay getting finished up, polished up, fresh paint. It's looking good there. And hopefully it'll be just as rocking as Oracle Arena has been for this many years.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Golden State.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. high won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. And the Warriors making a change here. Urebko's checked in. New Orleans also making some changes. Plumlee comes in for Julius Randle. And Ian Clark subbed in for Drew Holiday. Curry, good.
A catch-and-shoot opportunity for Steph. It's just effortless.
And Beverly kicks to Clark. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Beverly. Here's AI. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. AI's got the lead up to 4 now for New Orleans. Curry against Beverly. Curry dishes to Thompson. Here's Durant. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Now Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's AI. It's rebounded by Durant. Golden State's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Takes a three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Clark. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Over to the left wing. Beverly finds Davis. A beautiful reverse layup. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
On the wing, Thompson. There's the triple. And again, it's the Warriors missing. AI in the post, guarded by Curry.
An extremely fluid athlete with sneaky explosiveness. It's a wonder Durant doesn't block more shots.
Thompson passes to Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Clark. He's covered by Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Clark. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Clark's got his first basket of the night. Warriors trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Beverly with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's AI. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Durant. The Warriors shooting 43% from the floor. The shot by Curry will not go. This is off the front iron.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
Pulls up. That one falls. Curry's got 22 points.
Sprinting down the floor is the key to a great fast break, and Steph putting on the afterburners there.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Well, Kevin Durant, he cares. He cares about winning. He cares about his teammates. He cares about how they go about their business, and he puts the work in. So since leaving OKC and all the criticism and all the outside chatter, Kevin Durant has been the best player on the best team in the biggest moments, winning 2 Finals MVPs.
Damian Jones is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority. And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
And for Durant, Grant, to absorb so much animosity, especially in Oklahoma City, it really pained him.
Well, of course you don't like it when people are talking negatively about you, but the one thing about going to Golden State and being around that environment, I think Kevin Durant felt safe around the construct and culture of what the Warriors were about. And then for Kevin, obviously, the best thing to do is go out and play and let your play do the talking. He's certainly done that, and he's done it loudly.
Durant with the steal.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense defense wasn't there.
Here's Thompson. Outside, Jones. It's up a 3. Yep, it goes in. The Pelican lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Durant.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Johnson surveying the floor. The dish to AI. Plumlee, the pass to Diallo. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Brent, we're seeing shorter training camps. I don't know if it adds to injuries or takes away from injuries with fresher bodies. What do you think about that whole philosophy?
I believe that the shorter training camp did lead itself and lend itself to more injuries last year. And one of the things that I'm concerned with, Kevin, just on a physiological level for players, is that what they are doing to prepare themselves for the season as an individual player, working on your weaknesses and doing those sort of things, is not the same as getting in a training camp and preparing yourself for your stamina, your endurance, and your wins. And I wonder if there'll be some moves in the next couple seasons about trying to get off the individual training and get back to more of the endurance stamina training so that these little injuries are just not part of a season in the future.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Payton against Curry. To the inside. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
When your superstar is as unselfish as Steph Curry is, that's what gets other guys going.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. AI, and good that time. AI has got 40 points.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Curry against Payton from 17 feet out. Great D that time from AI.
And I really thought he was going to send that shot the other way, but at least he forces the miss.
Well, just good timing on his part. Anytime the shooter has to adjust, the defense wins.
And the shot goes down.
The defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other. That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Curry kicks to Jones. Back to Curry. And the 3 off target.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Here's AI. The shot, no good. Curry was a nice D. And it's the Warriors on the break. Durant and assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game.
And you can see the play calling this had. Another one from distance.
No question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game. And they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Johnson, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here is Curry, 25 points in the game. And that one's good. Durant.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Johnson outside. 1:04 left here in the third quarter. It's stolen by Jones. Thompson surveying the floor. He kicks it to Curry. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Plumlee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. New Orleans leading by 3. And AI throws it down.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Some changes for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Iguodala in for Steph Curry. free throw, no good for AI. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
The Warriors have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Payton against Thompson. Now here's Payton. He's tightly guarded, and that one is good. AI's got 46 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
To the paint. Here's Durant. Misses the fadeaway jumper. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind us. But we got to get solid defensively.
Well, clearly, Greg, he's not happy with his team's aggressiveness on the defense. Clearly, Steve calling his team out on it.
Yeah, gently asking for them to pick it up. They're going to need to if they want to win this one.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So for New Orleans right now, Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. Julius Randle is out there with Wood, and it's AI in at the 3 spot. Durant finds Thompson over Payton. That's in. The Pelican lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Thompson.
Love what Clay is bringing to the table here. Defense, offense, and so tough out there on the floor.
To the middle. Connects again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. That shot off, and New Orleans will go the other way with it. Payton surveying the floor. To the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now an 8-point Pelican lead.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Iguodala. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. From close range, and again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Iguodala gets to Durant. Outside, Green. Right at the free throw line, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for New Orleans. AI passes to Randle, and it goes down 2 points. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Davis is checked in for the Pelicans. Patrick Beverly comes in for Elfrid Payton. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
And Beverly kicks to Holiday. To the paint, the 9-foot shot. And it's That's AI missing.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
Durant for three. The rebound by Holiday.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Great positioning on the putback. AI's got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Iguodala with the drive. Outside for Durant. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. That's now 32 points for Kevin Durant.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. It's a little lazy about what it could be.
Over in the corner, Green. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
You know, this team spaces the floor so well, and Draymond Green, if he's selective, can be somebody who can operate at the three-point line.
And Holiday kicks to Beverly. Back to Holiday. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You look at AI, and I'm sure he was hoping he'd be higher in the voting at this point, but the competition is so stiff this season.
It really is. I mean, there are dunk artists on just about every team in the league, and he's a heck of an athlete, but just hasn't separated himself from the rest of the competition.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
For three, Durant. That's in, coming off the end. Thompson's got 6 assists here tonight.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Feeds to AI. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Friday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Monday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that matchup with the Wizards, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in.
And he hasn't had his usual rhythm thus far from the line. I think he's getting back into it with those two.
New Orleans leading by 5. Outside Holiday. Back to Beverly. The teardrop falls in. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
Yeah, Beverly doing a good job of reading not just his defender, but the secondary defender in that pick and roll.
Green kicks to Curry. The pass to Durant. Over in the corner, Green. Over Randall. And Green with the basket on the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, most of the time we see Draymond Green finishing at the basket or from out beyond the arc, but right there, a little bit of the mid-range.
And Holiday kicks to AI. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Golden State.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, not a bad time to be ripping the nets from distance, piling up some major points here.
Beverly finds Randall inside. Here's AI. Trying to get open is Randall. And that one's good. AI's got 60. Warriors trail by 4. Curry looking it over. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And he comes up with the deuce.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Thompson dishes to Curry. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Here's Cousins. Outside for Curry. Durant trying to break free. Curry's shot is off.
I think the D is just fine with those kind of shot attempts coming from him there because he's not hitting anything right now.
Here's Davis, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
I don't know how you contest AD's jump shot. I mean, look how tall he is and where he shoots it from. Nobody's bothering that.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Kicks it to Cousins. Golden State moving it around. That one from long range. And that's now 28 points for Steph Curry.
He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Beverly finds Randall. AI in the post. Defended by Durant. And AI gets it to go.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Here's Durant. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The shot's good. And now a 9-point Pelican lead.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Warriors shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Timeout called the Warriors. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
And now he presents our Jordan Player of the Game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Jones checked in for Golden State. Curry against Beverly. Takes the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They've held a 12-point lead early. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Durant, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. He hits both from the stripe. Warriors trail by 11. Thompson right side. Back to Curry. The three. Pelicans pull it in. AI's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Inside. Here's Randall. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Cousins. And again, no good by Golden State.
A bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
To the paint. Yep, it goes in. The Pelican lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Andre Iguodala.
Good high release that time from Andre Iguodala, easily getting the shot over the defense.
And Holiday kicks to Beverly. And it's Davis at the elbow. Back to Beverly. That's to Holiday. Cans it from downtown. Holiday's got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans.
Love the rhythm that Drew showed on that catch-and-shoot jumper.
Curry against Beverly. It's tipped. Jones. And he gets the bucket. 2:33 left in the fourth quarter. And so Beverly will bring it up for New Orleans.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for New Orleans.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
Well, he really contributed down there on the offensive end. Seemed like he was hitting anything he was putting up.
And here we go. AI hit and good. There's another.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on third place all-time in scoring.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the first and third place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and third place all-time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
It's rebounded by New Orleans. Now here's Peyton. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.
Pretty sure this one's going on my highlight reel, guys. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Great game, guys. AI, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up, Charlie?
Guys in the studio have a few questions for you.
All right.
Media alcove right this way.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to catch up with our special post-game guest.
Hey, this is Shaq. Hurrah! You've been beasting these last few games, and it's fun to watch. Anything you feel you've done differently to make this impact?
Oh, man. You know, Shaq, sometimes adrenaline takes over, and I just decide it's time to go out there and put on a show. Now, I'm a man of the people, and the people won't win, so that's what I'm going to give them.
You're not a man, you're an animal. Hurrah!
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always our pleasure, although sometimes it's yours as well. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille, Ernie Johnson, have a great night.